Welcome to Art Walk with Cassie.
Below, the landscape opens up further. There is a frozen lake, figures moving beneath a bridge, and, in one of Bosch's most casually surreal touches, a demon on ice skates, gliding along and carrying a cartouche inscribed with the word "fat," a reference to simony, the buying and selling of sacred offices. Cut into the hillside is a grotto carved in the shape of a crouching human figure, and inside it, a demon dressed in clerical vestments is leading a solemn procession. The argument of this panel is stated plainly, if you know how to read it. Religious institutions are not merely failing to protect people from corruption, they are themselves a source of it. The demons have not broken down the door of the church, they are wearing its robes and conducting its ceremonies. Now we move to the center panel, which is the doctrinal heart of the entire triptych. Anthony kneels at the center of the composition and points toward a small figure of Christ, just visible inside a ruined tower at the back of the panel. All around him, a black mass is in full swing. A dark-skinned priestess holds up a vessel containing a toad, which in turn holds an egg, layered symbols of witchcraft and lust. A figure with the face of a pig sings beneath an owl. In medieval iconography, the owl was a well-established emblem of heresy. A crippled figure shuffles forward as though approaching to receive communion. Not one of them is looking toward Christ. Not one. Except Anthony. And Anthony, notably, is not looking at Christ either. He is looking at you. In the background, a city is on fire. This is not the incidental destruction of a battle scene. It is a specific reference. In Bosch's era, there was a disease caused by a fungus called ergot that contaminated rye crops, which produced unbearable burning sensations in the limbs, vivid hallucinations, and ultimately gangrene. It was called St. Anthony's Fire because Anthony the Great was the patron saint people prayed to for relief. Bosch places that burning city deep in the background as a reminder. The world is being consumed by something invisible, something systemic, and yet everyone in the foreground has turned their back on the only source of possible salvation. The question this panel poses is uncomfortable. It does not ask whether Anthony will hold on. It asks whether you, standing in front of the painting, have already turned away. In the first episode, we followed Bosch's brush through a sky full of demons and into a black mass where no one looks at God. In this episode, we enter the final panel, the quietest of the three, and, if the theology holds, the most dangerous. The right panel has none of the turbulence of the left or the spectacle of the center. It is almost intimate. A naked woman looks out through the opening of a hollow tree, a tent held open by a toad. The invitation is wordless and patient. In front of Anthony, a table supported by demons holds bread and wine, a parody of the Eucharist, domesticated and comfortable. A dwarf in a red mantle stands at his side, wearing a whirligig on his head, the traditional symbol of human frivolity and distraction. Anthony holds his ground. He faces the viewer as he did in the central panel. His expression gives nothing away. There is no assault here, no spectacle, no burning cities. Only a gentle gaze, a table already set, a door standing open. The woman in the tree does not lunge, she simply waits. We know what the painting shows. In the final episode, we ask what it means and what it wants from us.
So much for today. I'm so glad you could make it. I'll see you soon. Take